Greetings, programs. What I'm going to demonstrate here is very much in beta. It is meant to be a virtual reality experience that will help teach middle schoolers and high schoolers some of the things about computer science, about how computers work, about how a BIOS might work, a little bit of binary, and some basic computational thinking and programming. So, without further ado, let's go into VR. This program will work on any Quest headset, whether that be a Quest 2, Quest 3, Quest Pro, or the original Quest. It will even still work on as well, though it's probably easier on a 2 or 3 or Pro, which can be loaded using a PC with SideLoader and then having access to this APK, which I will include my email somewhere around here where you can reach out to me or the people who actually made it to get a hold of it, because it is meant to be an OER. So that's an open educational resource. So here we go. And go. All right, so this is Tech Trek, an educational XR game focused on the world of computer science. This game is a collaborative effort funded by the National Science Foundation and developed through the Immersive Learning Bootcamp with production by the St. Cloud State University Visualization Lab. Before you begin, please note that while Tech Trek is designed to provide an engaging and informative experience, the content is intended for educational purposes only. By acknowledging this message, you agree to engage with the material responsibly and with an open mind to learning. Enjoy your journey through the fundamentals and beyond as you explore the vast and evolving landscape of computer science. This is going to be our helper robot. He is available throughout much of the experience. So let's just hit OK. This is what you're greeted with. You've got a tutorial, PC Builder, CPU level, OS startup, AutoHead demo, and the app programming level. I'm going to show you the tutorial, PC Builder, CPU, OS, and app programming level. Just kind of a brief idea of what it looks like. Then, yeah, that's about all we'll have time for. I do not want to get bogged down with the entire level. I'll just show you what they kind of look like. First of all, auto hand, I'm not going to show because that's more of a demonstration of some of the features that you can do, but that's not really what we're about. So let's start with the tutorial. So you're greeted with this space station looking thing, and in a moment, we'll meet our friend.
Welcome, traveler. I am Atlas, Advanced Tutoring and Learning Assistant Specialist. I am here to help guide you on your tech trek.
So you can see some basic training here. What the basic training is, it will show you how to use the controllers, which look like hands in your VR space. Then you can go to mission launch, and this will launch you into some of the experiences. I'm just going to skip over into here real quick. And let's start with...
And here you can select the level you wish to play and launch the mission. Press the button for the mission you wish to play, then step into the transport beam.
CPU activity selected. Transport beam activated.
So this level, the CPU level, is basically about learning binary. So all the things will start with this start. So now we are going to spell the word create. We will see we need a 67, a 114, 101, 97, 116, 101. This gets them to start thinking a little bit more in binary. So we want a 67 first. Let's do 64, 2, and 1. Boom, we got a C for 67. When we finish all the words, you come over and you'll step into this portal to go to the next level. But we're just going to skip ahead and dive back in because I don't want to do the whole level. But that's one of them. So we just did the CPU level. This one's the PC Builder, and this is the one that was original the one we started with originally. So you're immediately in the room of, we were hoping for a middle schooler type vibe. You're immediately in a middle schooler room. And what you're doing is you're on a desk and you're going to build your first PC. So here's the case over here. You come over to this, select the component you want to install. Let's do, this one's fun, RAM. So when I hit RAM, it dumps all the little RAM chips over here. So you'll come and pick them up and go and install them. You'll have to do that with all the parts here. And when that's all done, you'll hit this initialization button, and that actually sends you to the CPU level that we just watched. But that's one of the things you'll do. What's fun is when we initially designed this, we hid the parts all over the desk. So we had some initially in that rocket ship. We had a few that were on top of this water bottle. So you had to climb the water bottle. And what we found with middle schoolers that were testing it was they really enjoyed the climbing aspect of it. And so that's what informed us on the next level that we created, which I'm going to show you now, which was the OS startup level. That one's really fun. It's a lot of climbing. And this one gets into a little more of the learning that's going to go on. So here we're in this really cool kind of futuristic-y space. And every one of these will have a place to start. One of the many things on the list of stuff to fix is how this is kind of hard to see, but that's all right. Because again, this, like I said,
is like the first step in a computer's start up routine. It checks and prepares the computer's hardware, like the keyboard, hard drive, and memory, making sure everything is ready to go. Then, it hands over control to the operating system, like Windows or Mac OS, so your computer can fully start up and be ready for use.
much of the writing for this, it was created through ChatGPT and Claude, as well as so a lot of the writing, and it's an AI voice that was found for this as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab these parts and install them. And when you do,
The BIOS acts like a universal language teacher for the computer. When you turn on your computer, BIOS is the first to wake up, and it helps the computer understand how to communicate with its different parts, like the keyboard, mouse, and hard drive. Think of BIOS as performing the first check up of the day for your computer. It runs tests to make sure everything, like the memory and processors, is working properly before the computer starts up fully, a bit like making sure all your toys are in place before you start playing.
so what you'll do is you'll install all of these parts into this kind of
BIOS is like a time traveler from the past that still lives in modern computers.
lives.
It's a very old technology that has been around since the early days of computers, but it is still important for starting up your computer even today.
So when you finish up a level, you'll get this quest or a question. So why is BIOS important? It enhances gaming performance. It ensures proper hardware function. It acts as primary secret. It is blah blah blah. It's this
The
one.
BIOS is up and running. Great work. Now climb to the next level and help the computer with the hardware check.
So what's fun about this is if you look way up there, the final level is up at the top, and then you hop down at the very end when you're done. So this one was really designed in such a way to make it more fun and interactive for the students, because this was the thing that they liked the most, was the climbing part. Now, the final level I'm going to show you is the one that gets a little bit more into programming and computational thinking and algorithms, and that is the app programming level. And the fun
This
fact,
experience,
oh,
you
hold on.
must help the adorable robot get through a maze and collect energy packets. You have a set of instructions to use to tell the robot what to do. Collect all of the energy particles and get the robot to the green square to win.
So, fun fact about this level is that start to finish, including our little robot friend over there, all of this was programmed using ChatGPT, a Skybox AI that built like the Skybox, which is the space beyond the interactive stuff. Literally every part of this was designed by Mark Gill, who is the head of the Viz Lab at St. Cloud, but doing just prompts and interactions with his Chat GPT or Claude and a couple different AIs that he was using, and it programmed literally all of this. So what we're going to do, what's fun is I can do this, I can see it over there, I can look over this ledge, see everything there. And if I want to get a view of what the robot sees, I can see a lot of things from different angles. So I could see that if I wanted to. But what you'll do is we want our robot to go forward, turn right, move forward 2, and turn left, move forward, and pick up. So we're going to do move forward, turn right, forward 2, turn left, go forward, and act. We then send that to the robot. It shows up over there, and then run the action. And then the goal is to go all the way through it. If you make a mistake in what you've entered, you can clear it. What's really nice too is, let's say I make a mistake and I go forward and I fall to my doom. You just start right back up there, and none of your progress is lost. And again, all of this was programmed using AI. From what Mark said, he saved it was probably a third the amount of time that he would have normally taken. So this Tech Trek, as it's called, is available right now for beta. Anyone who wants to try this out, if you have access to a Quest headset and a PC, you just download Sideloader, which is free. This is also free. And we can send you the APK or the kit to install it sideloaded onto your device, as well as the directions to do it. And what we would love is then I will also send along a form like to fill out with just to help us do a lot of the beta testing. Because again, this is from a National Science Foundation grant, and the only people working on it are some grad students at St. Cloud, students at St. Cloud for their capstone project, the immersive learning boot camp, which was me and a few other people. So we don't have enough people to help test it. So we would love your help. Again, reach out to the email that I'll post around here so you can meet Atlas and have the opportunity to try out these things. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of the summit.